All right. Adam, on Sunday, Fulham will come to Old Trafford. If we don't win, David Moyes has to go. Yes?
No.
Explain.
We shouldn't be in the business of sacking the manager, not yet anyway. I think we won't lose. I don't think we'll lose at home against Fulham. Could have said that against Stoke as well. But anyway, I wouldn't want to sack David Moyes. No. We all know the problems with the club at the moment on the pitch, in the playing staff, and that's not going to change overnight, and it's not going to change in 2 transfer windows. So we need to give David Moyes time. Of course, it's important he gets results, but I think he's slowly getting there. He's got to get.
Let me ask you this, Adam. Let me interrupt you. How much time? Because if you talk about managers and time, and I totally agree with you, but if you look at Fergie, for example, it took him a long time to win things, but straight away there was an obvious plan. He massively improved our youth setup and our scouting system. Are we seeing that improvement from David Moyes, or are we just seeing a man who's run out of ideas and will win and lose games based on luck and how difficult we make it for teams?
No, I think there is an obvious plan here. David Moyes will play with younger players. Obviously, he's going to bring in some players as well. As he said, he's going to spend, hopefully if he continues spending money like we did on Mata, that will only improve the team. We've got to get rid of the likes of, it's sad to say because they're club legends, but Rio Ferdinand has not helped. Nemanja Vidic, poor captain. Patrice Evra's finished. All of our Carrick's been injured. Robin van Persie's been injured. All of our experienced players this season haven't been.
Why are they getting injured? Are they being overtrained?
The professional footballers. David Moyes is a professional manager. He's not going to train them so that they get injured. I think that's unfair, really.
Do you agree with Adam that there is a master plan, and is that master plan just playing young players and buying people? I mean, Joe Kinnear can buy people.
Yeah.
He's available.
I think there's a lot more going on than that. I mean, you would hope, wouldn't you? I mean, it's a bit like getting blood out of a stone, really, out of Old Trafford these days. But I'm what you call a Moyes sceptic, I have to admit, but I'm very much Moyes in. I mean, it's only been 7 months, and he's following one of the most decorated managers of all time. A lot of that squad, like Matt was referring to, the likes of Evra, Vidic, Ferdinand, I think they've all got Fergie fever still, or you're not my real dad syndrome. You see the likes of Januzaj or Rooney, who's been rejuvenated and galvanised under Moyes. They're quite glad to have a new manager in who believes in them. And I think it is a mentality thing.
Okay, thanks very much. So let's talk about tactics. Adam, we played against Stoke, the biggest team in the league, who are known for their brilliance in the air. And what we did was pump balls into the box to try and head, rather than playing the ball around them. Do you think David Moyes' tactics are working? And do you think he should be so rigid in his belief of them?
I think
it's about as flexible as
I think tactically, at times, it hasn't been spot on. I think in Europe he's been pretty good, but I think at home in the league it's where it's more of a worry. I think Stoke was a bad performance all round. We got a few injuries. The players didn't perform well enough. I think Moyes bringing on Welbeck didn't help the balance of the team, and I think he was at fault.
That was a crazy substitution. That.
Yeah,
I don't know why I didn't bring on Fletcher.
Why have we got a manager that keeps making these tactical mistakes? If you look at Chelsea, they beat City at the Etihad. That is only because of their manager. Mourinho masterminded that win.
I'll tell you
nothing to do with the players. Why is our manager not getting us those points?
If David Moyes went to a ground, went to Stamford Bridge and played with no strikers, I'd want him out of the club. Jose Mourinho is not a man that I would want at Manchester United. He's a very good manager. He's probably the best around at the moment. But it's here and now. He would have been at United for 2-3 seasons, won a few trophies, and left us in the lurch. And our long-term.
Do you not think that's what we needed?
No.
I think we need somebody stronger.
Isn't it?
I think we need someone stronger than Moyes, the bigger ego, to follow Fergie.
Is perfect by any means. I'm not saying he's probably many people's first choice, but I think you have to give him time. I think he.
Yeah.
If you look at Everton, he built over long term. He kept rebuilding, and he can do that. He's got a big rebuild.
Didn't really do anything at Everton, did he? Other than just survive. That was sort of his credentials. He just survived at Everton. JB, tactics. Why is he getting it wrong? Should he be a bit more flexible, or do you think there's a plan here and there's a reason we're sticking to it?
I mean, referring to the fact that you think there is a plan, I think there definitely is. I think the problem Moyes has is that he doesn't have the players to exact that plan. And I can't understand for the life of me why he doesn't think, you know what, these boys can't do this thing that I want them to do. Let's have maybe play in a style they're used to and they can do. I don't understand the crossing game. The crossing game actually worked against Fulham because The guys who were only any good winning aerial duels, Aaron Hughes is injured, and that Amor Bieta, he's injured as well. So we might have a good job there.
Okay, let's talk about Fulham. Mac, what would be your team?
I'd go with David De Gea in goal, quite obviously. Raphael, Evan. I don't know. Is Evans back? I've heard he may be back. If Evans is back, I'd go with Evans. And Smalling. I think Smalling, although we had a poor performance against Stoke, he played well. So I'd go with Smalling. We have one choice at left back, which is Patrice Evra. Which I don't even know what to think about that anymore. Carrick and Fletcher in the middle. I think going with Cleverley against Stoke was a shock. Fletcher has to come back in. Cleverley's not good enough. Bring Fletcher back in. I'll go with Wan Mata, Januzaj, Rooney off Van Persie.
Jay Bizzle?
Nice. Very nice. I'm going with De Gea, back forward, Raphael, Smalling, Vidic and Evra. Let's see. In midfield, I'll take Carrick and Fletcher. And I want to theme my midfield, and I want to play Rooney there. A bit like, was it away at Villa, where we won, we came back to win, and the midfield three was really good. Rooney dropping back into it to help out. That's fantastic. I don't know why I haven't done it much since. I want to see a return of that. Their best players are Sidwell and Parker, and I think they might play Lewis Holby in the midfield three. He's not a bad player. That's what you've got to worry about. So up front, RVP, left wing, Januzaj, and right wing, Juan Mata.
That's very nice. So, JB,
Can I
Fulham.
say something? We spoke
Go on,
about Sidwell, and who else was it in the middle? Sidwell.
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker. As if there was some world beaters.
Little boy soldier.
Guerra and Petit.
Compared to our
It shows how bad it
midfield,
is, and it shows how bad it is. And also, that's Fergie's fault as well. People are blaming Moyes all the time. He's had 2 transfer windows. That's Fergie's fault as well.
We've not bought a midfielder since 2007 in the shape of Carrick.
Sidwell and Parker. Oh, God.
Was it hard?
I mean, we got beaten by Charlie Adam, so let's take nothing for granted. Let's not laugh too
Fluke
much.
goal in the world,
I'm just pointing out how bad it's got in there.
We've
Sidwell.
We've got 19 points less than we did at this point last season,
And
which is impressive.
very, very similar to the same point tally as Everton. Frightening.
Odd, isn't that? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Can't think why that would be.
Everton?
And they've got more. Lost their manager and their best player in Fellaini. They've got more points. That is a thing.
Beginner's luck, mate.
How did that happen? Okay, so let's talk about Fulham. You've mentioned
David Moyes has got, it's not Everton. Martinez couldn't come to Manchester United and do what he's doing there, I don't think. So.
Okay, let's talk about Fulham.
Invalid.
Fulham. We're talking about Fulham.
Yeah, man.
Fulham. Sidwell. Parker. Who else? What are the concerns?
The fact that the quiet, standoffish teams are very aggressive, that'll completely suit us because we hate getting pressed. And I think they're probably like the least aggressive teams in the league at the moment. So that gives us a bit of that time to play around the middle, which goddamn we need it. In terms of a threat, Kostas Mitroglou, new signing from Olympiacos, which takes him off our Champions League threat radar as well. Pretty handy. But yeah, he's a big lad. I think he's 6'2", 14 stone. Pretty good record in Champions League and for Greece, so not a bad standard. He looks like one of those who's going to get a goal. I think he's going to get a debut goal and then go missing. I think we'll concede, yeah.
So JB, are you saying you think we can make it hard for them at Old Trafford?
We'll push him as far as it takes, mate. Yeah, plucky Manchester United.
Yeah, bring it on, Fulham. We've got you. It's like supporting Lewisham Town or something. So predictions, guys. What do we think, JB?
I'm saying I think they'll scare us, and I think we'll win, but it'll be 2-1 to us.
Adam?
Another 2-0 win at home.
Another 2-0
Mata, goal.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon we're going to win 3-0. Obviously, I don't actually think that'll happen, but that's what I'm going to hang my hat on. Van Persie brace and one from Raphael. There you go. If that happens, you all owe me a tenner.
So,
cheers, guys.
Cheers, man.
So that was the Fulham preview. Please write down below. Let us know what you think about David Moyes and his time in charge. Let us know what you think about the tactics he's playing and the team he is in charge of. That would be great. And also, like, subscribe, comment. Cheers.